Hello everyone, welcome back into North of 7 Cards. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, North of 7 Cards, and on eBay, North-of-7. Today we've got for you the 2024 Bowman Baseball Mega. This is break number 22. Let's jump right into it. We've got 20 boxes inside here. Got the regular Bowman packs, the very fun Megas, some nice hits in there. That was a swing and a miss.
Happens to the best of us.
You know, we're all not all batting 1,000.
Oh, don't think anyone is. Oh, look at that.
Butter. Alright, you know, this time, we're not going to do the weird stack from last time. Let's just build these up. Flipped around, flipped upside down.
Every which way.
This way, that way. That's okay.
Contrary to popular belief, the stack does not affect the cards inside.
Oh, that's what I was always told to believe.
We are hoping for some sweet autos, some big names out of the mega packs.
Alright, we are almost built up there. There we go.
That's a nice little wall there. It's about to get torn down.
Torn down very quickly. There is our box. The Megas. We're gonna open everything, separate it up, save the fun stuff for the end. Just before we got on here, talked about Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and the comments, or I guess retraction of comments.
Yeah, what the hell was that all about?
You can go from I'd never played for the Yankees. I think that's just a sign of how bad this J season has gone.
No kidding. Nothing's gone right. Well, you've seen some of the defensive lapses in the outfield. I mean, Vladdy made one last night before, get a home run. Or another big play to get her going, but yeah.
Not a lot going right there in Toronto.
If anything, he loves Fenway. He seems to mash every time he goes there. Why not, go with the Red Sox instead of the Yanks?
I think it's less backlash for sure.
That's a tough debate.
I think more people would be mad at the Yankees, more mad.
Oh, I
if
mean,
he was a
I
Yankee.
thought you meant just backlash from fans in general after a bad performance.
Fans. That's a good one.
It's a toss-up.
I would say it depends if Boston's actually good.
Yeah, I guess that's why Yanks and Sox fans hate each other. They're just so similar from an outside perspective.
Yeah, but they won't acknowledge that. They'll say no, but those guys are so much worse.
Oh, of course.
Not us though.
No, everyone's a saint in both those cities, according to them.
Yeah, Yankee fans definitely didn't bully Cliff Lee, who wasn't even on their team, to the point where said he would never be a Yankee.
No bullying, no throwing stuff at players, opposing players. They probably throwing stuff at their own players too.
Yeah, Boston, there have been...
We would also do that in Boston, yes.
Definitely been some comments there from fans. Some not so nice. I feel like, well, even across sport, Bill Russell didn't love Boston. He loved the Celtics.
Yeah, that's a pretty damning indictment there.
Yeah, that's just got to be sad to hear as a fan, or if you're one of the good ones.
Yeah. Of course, the counterpoint to our take that not every fan is a saint, not everyone is a terrible person either.
That's true. There's always
That goes without saying, but I'm still going to say it anyways.
there's the good and bad eggs. Seen them both.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know if we're gonna like have the intrigue of most seasons. It kind of feels like everything is Dodgers, Yankees, Orioles.
The Orioles are a wagon.
And they still have some of the top prospects in baseball.
Still one of the best farm system in the sport.
It does.
It's going to be great to be one of their division rivals for a long, long time.
It feels Houston Astros-y minus the other stuff that those Astros teams did.
No trash cans in Baltimore.
No, at least let's hope.
Not in the dugouts, at least.
They still do it to former Astros.
That's the thing. They never really got a proper punishment just because when it got handed down, COVID hit, and fans didn't get to give them a proper boo until everything came back to normal.
That was the court of public opinion and the very public Cody Bellinger versus Carlos Correa battle.
Yeah.
But now we have, like, I'm sure there's more than I could think of, but there's still just the two main pieces still from those Astros teams there.
Cool. Yeah, Prime Bellinger was something else, eh?
Oh yeah, it wasn't prime, but that 2020, everybody's in Texas and he's sitting on the dugout, just kind of spaced out, but guy could rake. That 2019 Yelich Bellinger MVP battle was a time in history.
Honestly, one of my favorite games, just to randomly kill time with my friends, is just naming random ball players.
Oh yeah,
there's just so many relievers and utility bats, and
I remember the one version of it that I played before is whatever name the person before says, you have to start the next player with. So like if I said Greg Maddux, you'd have to say someone that starts with an M.
Oh, first name or last name?
First name, I think. But then if you say the same letter, then you have to go again. So like if Greg Maddux to like Mickey Mantle, you'd have to go again.
I had Mark McGwire in mind. It's the same thing.
Yep. Bounce back to you. Gives you a little extra, I don't know, makes a game out of it.
Yeah. Requires some level of thinking.
But also it's fun to sit there and just think of like...
It's like, hey, I remember that guy.
Like the Jesse Litches of the world.
Oh my god.
Or
Marco Scudero.
Marco Scudero. National League Championship MVP? Am I thinking of? One of those San Fran teams?
I don't remember that much of it.
Yeah, there is the, like... Even the less obscure, like the AJ Burnett's. Call it slightly less obscure.
Scooter Jeanette. That guy could run. That guy had some almost. Didn't he have like a 4 home run game one time? For the Reds?
I think so. Oh, who's the other Red? Who was unbelievable for like...
You thinking of Derek Dietrich?
No, but he had some...
That guy was jacked.
Yeah, I was going to say cannons for arms. Alright, those are our boxes opened up. Let's do a little garbage dump before we get ripping. No, this guy was good for like a month or something. Maybe a season. His name wasn't Aristotle, but it was something like Aristotle.
Aristides Aquino.
Yep. Exactly.
That was the hint I needed.
Like how Aristotle was slightly close.
He was like the top prospect forever. And then he just wasn't able to, pan out to something special. Unless I'm getting him confused with another.
No, I'm pretty sure that's it, because he wore 44. That's what I remember about him. And his batting stance was, call it unique.
Yeah.
Make some room there. We'll go stack by stack as we're... Now I'm just trying to think of random... I saw a post that was like, I haven't heard Yasiel Puig in a while.
Oh!
That was definitely a time and place.
There was nothing like a Puig pimp job when he hit a dinger.
Or like licking his bat.
I don't know. Do you guys in the chat have any random names in your head?
It'll definitely it'll get a reaction for sure.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see him go, oh yeah, that guy.
I mean, a lot of mine are like mid 2000s Blue Jays when they weren't very. They were okay.
Lyle Overbay.
Yeah, Shea Hildebrand.
Oh yeah.
Even
that one guy with the cologne.
With the cologne.
There was one guy they did like a promo. It was like they gave out like a cologne line of his.
Was it like a?
I'm looking it up. I need to see this.
I'll also accept late 2000s Cubs, like Derek Lee, Carlos Zambrano,
Gustavo Chacin.
Wow,
That's the guy.
That is a name. I also still love shouting out Jesse Chavez.
Oh yeah, I think he's still in the
That's
league.
what I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I remember him at least last year.
It seems like once a year I'll be watching just a random game on TV. I'll see him coming to the game. I'm like, that guy's still around.
And if you look it up too, he's been on. I'm pretty sure it's like the Braves. He's been on the Braves like 4 times or something. He's been on
the Jays like 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, he's been around the block.
Who's he on this year? Yeah, still in the Braves this year. He's got a 1.38 ERA.
How many games?
Oh my god! Oh, 25.
Wow, that's pretty solid.
Oh, I got to fact check this. I need to make sure that's real.
Is it from JesseChavez.com?
Yeah, might be his family making a website.
0 ERA in our heart.
Yeah, 32 innings pitched, 1.38 ERA this year. This guy's 40.
Still crushing it.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's get into our first stack. We got Gunnar, Shohei, Volpe, Burns, Capri Ortiz, Yanquil Fernandez. There's Luis Matos, Felix Morabel, Brian Acuna, Yamamoto, Jordan Adams, Brock Porter, Max Clark, Derniche Valdez, Adolis Garcia. We got Walker Jenkins and Rock Riggio. That's an incredible name, Rock Riggio.
I'm pretty biased, and I agree.
I was assuming I could get agreements out of you. We got a Christian Encarnacion Strand, Juan Soto, George Walco, Homer Bush Jr., Jung-Hoo Lee, Robert Calaz, Luis Guanipa, Colton Cowser, because that cupboard is full in Baltimore, Antonio Anderson, Kevin Sim. I also don't know if they should be going like all in on someone because that farm system is so good that they kind of got time to figure this out.
That's the dilemma of a contender.
Second baseman, Bo Bichette, Josh Rivera, Jose DePaula, Marco Luciano. We got Chase Davis, Elijah Green, Tony Blanco Jr., Yohandy Morales, Mason Wynn, Michael Harris II, Rafaela. There's Jadar Aranamo, Lazaro Montes, Kyle Teal, Ryan Clifford, Colton Ledbetter, Jack Hurley, Ellie, Max Anderson, Jackson Holiday. There's a nice Yamamoto. Just love seeing it. Yoshinobu, Geloff, Kemp Alderman, Derniche Valdez, Jordan Adams, Dylan Head, Rocco Riggio, Blake Mitchell, Justin Crawford.
I love seeing Yamamoto perform on my fantasy team as well. It's a shame no one else can. There he's again.
Love seeing him again. Luis Matos, Zach Geloff, Anthony Baptiste, Brock Vandenberg, Alfredo Duno, Emmanuel Bonilla, Lawrence Butler. And we got Sebastian Walcott and Alberto Rios to finish off the first stack there. It's now a good time to think of random players to make anyone go, oh yeah. Remember that.
Rajay Davis.
2016 World Series. Almost
one of the most clutch home runs ever, and then it was all for nothing.
Aroldis Chapman, always in those clutch moments. Never seems to come through. I always think of if you see Aroldis Chapman or Craig Kimbrell on the hill, if it's not like prime Kimbrell, even prime Chapman, I can't imagine everyone was super confident.
I gotta get just watching a game on TV. Happen to be a Pirates one, and I see him coming to the game, and I'm like, he's still around.
He's kicking.
And in the same game, Andrew McCutchen was leading off. I'm like, he's still around, and I looked at his stats, like, oh my god, he's still actually pretty good.
That Pirates team, it's a weird dynamic because they should be better, but then you look at their team and then you think, well, why would they be better?
Yeah.
Like Brian Reynolds is not the same guy as when he signed that huge extension.
Not at all.
O'Neal Cruz is gonna figure it out, I think.
Brian Hayes as well. I think so.
I'm a big Brian Hayes fan, so you will not get a disagreement out of me there. I like Sawinski too.
Yeah, he has his moments as well.
It kind of feels like they could be Baltimore-ish as a team, but
a poor man's Baltimore.
Very, very poor. But their Andrew McCutchen is Cedric Mullins, and Andrew McCutchen might be better than Cedric Mullins right now.
This year, yeah. Sure looks like it.
I mean, really, it's the whole NL Central. It's just a weird, awkward.
So's the AL Central.
Yeah, not Cleveland. I almost said the other name. Cleveland.
Cleveland's the only team that wants to win.
Yeah, Minnesota. I mean, Kansas City is probably in a much better spot than other years.
They're very up and coming too. Not their time yet, but it will be in the not so distant future.
All right, starting off the next stack with Kyle Harrison. We got Colin Houck, Daverson Gutierrez, Tyler Soderstrom, Kendall George, Hao-Yu Lee, Mike Bove, Cam Collier, Sandy, Jason Dominguez, Ralphie Velasquez, Cole Foster, Heston Kierstead, Filippo Dittori, Nazan Zanatello, Alberto Rios, Johnny Farmello, Jace Young, Jose Tena, Everson Pereira, Cooper Pratt, Jackson Holiday, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Maui Ahuna, one of my personal favorite names. Marco Luciano, Armando Ramirez, Manuel Bonilla, Luciano Machado. Had some rhythm to that one. Diego Benitez, Saban Ceballos, Rafaela, Johan Fran Garcia, Garrett Forster, Ethan Salas, and Roderick Arias. Jose Tena, Everson Pereira, Jazz, Brian Acuna, Anthony Hueso, Colson Montgomery, Braden Taylor, Roman Anthony, Barack Porter, Jackson Churio, Andrew Abbott, Luke Adams, Xavier Isaac, Elandry Vargas, Trey Morgan, Kyle Harrison. Always have an affinity for Trey Morgan. Pulled a 101. Ty Pete and Kevin Sim.
Are those any good 1-on-1s?
They're decent.
Yeah. All right, I guess.
All right, the last bit there.
I saw that one. That was an absolute, just unreal pull there.
Was not expecting it, and I still can't say what the parallel is called because it's like Pata Prishka or something. There's Colt Emerson, Joaze DePaula, Sal Frelick, Raylan Heredia, Justin Crawford. There's Anthony Skull and Brock Vandenberg to finish off that stack. I also definitely saw this one, I think, teeter as I grabbed the stack before. Some sweat on the brow.
Yeah, now we gotta knock it down anyways.
And built up 2 walls just to knock them down.
Yeah.
You ever MLB The Show guy?
I play it once in a while. I do have it. Got it on Game Pass.
Not bad. That is weird now with the cross platform.
Well, I mean, I'm on Xbox, so I didn't get to experience it till 21 came out. That was the first time they did it on the cross-platform. And that year, every time I played it up against someone on an Xbox, I knew I had a chance. And if I went up against the PlayStation player, I knew I was toast.
I never thought of it like that.
It's like they got all the experience. They had an advantage on all of us.
That's true. I was an Xbox until I think I switched to PS4 and got the 5 now, but I honestly pretty much made the switch to Sony for MLB The Show.
Nice. Yeah, you get Spider-Man too, at least.
That is, yeah.
That I can't experience. I just went with Xbox. It was half the price of a PS5 when I got it.
Yeah, that's not a cheap one.
I don't need like 500 terabytes. I just play a few games, rotate them in and out here and there. I was playing some Fortnite last night with the boys, though. They brought back like a variation of like kind of the original mode.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like Rebirth Island on Warzone. Their kind of take on it. We were getting our butts kicked like crazy, but
for me it was such a time and place. It wasn't for very long that we had like a squad going, but when we did, and it was like hours and hours on end.
Well, we got the band back together when they brought back the original mode for a couple months back in the fall, but
that's the only reason I come back.
Yeah, haven't touched it since then. I don't like the new graphics. It's like all so complicated. Like I like it simple.
And also, the people that are good at it are ridiculously good at it.
And you see like 2015 in their gamer tags after they knock you down, and it's like
2015.
I've gotten humbled before.
By 9-year-olds.
Yeah, it's bad.
I guess maybe 8, depending on when. Byron Churio, Jace Young.
Yeah, 2015 might be a stretch, but I've seen like 2011 and 2013.
That's enough.
Still,
Ben Williamson at Maui Ahuna. I could feel the pain. Spencer Jones, George Lombard Jr., Spencer Jones there with the Chrome. And there was a time and place when it ran the world.
Yeah, it was like towards the end of high school for me when it was really taking off.
We got Emma Melek Ortiz, James Wood, was gonna say you're gonna make me feel old, but we're almost the same. We're
Almost.
I think the same age. Jose Rodriguez, Tayshaun Walton. I just never remember it being that time because for me it was first year university when we like really played.
Yeah.
Samuel Basallo, Jack Hurley.
More of the story, we're getting old.
Exactly. Emmanuel Tejada, Jackson Holiday. These kids can rip it.
We're at different stages, but we're all going at the same pace.
Yeah, those kids. Now I'm just thinking about getting dominated.
Yeah.
Sweats. Jordan Westberg. Jacob Wilson, Luis Angel Acuna. We got a Daniel Susak, Drew Jones. And we got a Jared Cerna, Luis Angel Acuna. Andrew Abbott, Trey Turner. I love those Phillies jerseys.
They are sweet.
Beauty throwbacks.
If they weren't so expensive, I'd just become like the biggest jersey collector out there, like every sport.
It would be really fun. Abraham Nunez, Homer Bush Jr. Yeah, it's just, you gotta get the cheap stuff sometimes. Luke Keisha, Luis Guanipa.
The DH Gate special.
Hopefully they spelled the name right. Carlos Silva, Cole Young.
Well, it's not like Fanatics is spelling them right either.
Yeah, and then you're getting the
Everything.
8-point font.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've heard less complaints about it lately.
Yeah, because they switched back. Or they're in the process of it.
Yeah, I guess the progress would be enough. Wyatt Langford, Michael Arroyo. Got a Felnan Celestin, Camilo Diaz. Samuel Zavala, Brooks Lee. Matt Olson. Ryan Vanderhey, Camilo Diaz. Augustin Ramirez, Brooks Lee. Got a Ramona Landetta and Jet Williams. And last bit of the stack, Nick Gonzalez, Xavier Isaac, Mac Horvath, and Travis Honeyman. Great name. Might be in the wrong profession.
Think you should be a beekeeper?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's probably one of those things he hears all the time and is super annoying.
Oh, you're a honeyman.
I could just imagine someone like an aunt or something saying like, "Oh, honey."
Oh God. Just some nice ASMR here in the packs get ripped. Like that never gets old.
Especially when you get a nice, like, clean rip.
Oh yeah, like that one.
Never thought I would like the sound.
You want me to start judging your rips on cleanliness?
No.
Don't think anyone will want to hear that either.
Just every time. 7,
Yeah.
6, 9.
What the hell's going on here? You want to just tune in right in the middle of it?
Just tune into us. Just no, that rip. As
Do
long
it
as,
again.
as long as you're not a Russian judge,
Oh, of course.
get some decimal points. Points off.
That was a 7.3 right there. Pretty solid.
Now you are a Russian judge. Last pack. Yeah, that had to have been in the 8s.
That was pretty good.
Felt like you didn't want to say that.
Oh no, it took me a second.
To realize what
So I
I
was too
saying.
mesmerized.
There, that makes it even higher. Alright, the last stack before the Megas. We got a Sassoni, Jackson Merrill, Aiden Smith, Marcelo Meyer, Ryan Burrows, Rainer Arias, Colton Cowser, Bobby Witt Jr., just immaculate hair.
Oh yeah.
Aiden Miller, Jackson Merrill, gotta just pick the right part of the stack. Aaron Judge, Ryan Alasko, Tamar Johnson, Jacob Burke, Enrique Jimenez, again Bobby Witt Jr. Never stop to look at.
You need to know his routine.
Carson Roccaforte, Spencer Nivens. There's Aaron Judge.
Someone needs to ask him if they already have. Ask him again. I need it on the record.
I need the personal. I need him to tell me personally. I mean, he's also probably got a team barber with him to help him out.
That always helps.
Carson Weisenhunt, Tayshawn Walton. Got a David Guzman, Brenda Maea, Luis Baez, Drew Jones, Cooper Pratt, and Elijah Green. Andrew Abbott, Nick Lofton, Jared Elkins, Yohandy Morales, Paul Skeens, Lazaro Montes, got a Douglas Glod and Spencer Jones, Kyle Tucker, Owen White, got the Tony Ruiz and James Wood, Bobby. Never complain about Bobby. Esmil Valencia, Cole Young. We've got Adrian Santana, Michael Arroyo. Kyle Harrison, Junior at Caminero, Gavin Williams. Arjun Namala, Ryan Clifford. Filippo De Torre, Brenda Maea. Colton Ledbetter. There we go, last a little bit before the Megas. Carson Rucker, Enrique Jimenez. Marco Luciano. And we've got Estor Suero and Spencer Nivens. All right, this is where the fun begins.
I'm fired up.
Let's get into these Megas. Spread them out a little more. Less of a leaning tower.
Show us the goods.
Let's see what we've got. Starting off, Aiden Miller, Ryan Alasko. There is a 10 of 150 for Bryce Harper. Nice one there for Bryce Harper spot. That's a good start.
Now we're cooking.
We got Cooper Pratt and Paul Skeens. Guy's an animal. 102 on his last pitch of the day.
He's going to be something special, isn't he?
Let's just hope. We hope and pray for the elbow. Byron Churio, Ethan Salas, Sedene Rafaela, Ellie De La Cruz, Ronnie Mauricio. Juan Soto, Noel V. Marte, Jordan Lawler, Nolan Shanuel, and Curtis Mead. I was going to say, do you think Curtis likes Mead? But that's probably another one he hears all the time.
Yeah. That's probably his reaction.
Nick Gonzalez, Jackson Churio, Mason Wynn with the Rookie of the Year favorites, Luis Matos, Quinn Priester.
He just goes, good one, guys.
Creative. Dylan Cruz, Jose De Pala. Here we got flipped upside down, Barack Wilkin with the Prospect Power-Up. Flip them back around to Aiden Smith and Felix Morabel. Francisco Alvarez, auto here for Luke Keishel. There we go, nice auto for Luke Keishel. Uses most of the space. And we got Nolan Shanuel, Wyatt Langford, and Luke Adams.
Unlike Buddy we pulled yesterday.
Now, Braden Taylor.
Signed in hieroglyphics.
Threw some birds out at us. Barack Porter, Jackson Holiday. We've got a Spencer Jones. That is a 259 of 299. Spencer Jones. As if the Yankees need another behemoth.
Mm-hmm.
And Enrique Jimenez, Bryce Matthews. Ryan Burrows, Jung-Hoo Lee, Junior Campanero, Yohandy Morales, and Lazaro Montes. Spencer Jones, Justin Crawford, Prospect Power-Up for Spencer Jones. Carson Wisenhunt, Drew Jones. Takes everything in me not to say and Drew Jones. Junior Caminero, Mike Trout. Everson Pereira with the Rookie of the Year favorites, James Wood and Walker Jenkins. Barack Wilkin, Max Clark. Here we got Aiden Miller with the Prospect Power-Up. Nice one, Aiden Miller. We got Xavier Isaac and Miles Naylor. Brando Maia, Pete Crow Armstrong, Jason Dominguez, Luis Baez, and Anthony Volpe. That's real. I think I pinch hit with Volpe.
Yeah.
I think it's Volpe.
They go by Volpe, but the correct technical... it's technically Volpe, but we let it slide.
Jared Cerna, Brock Porter. We got James Wood there with the purple. 134 of 250. Nice one there for James Wood. We got Corbin Carroll and Henry Davis. Jackson Holiday, Ryan Burrows, Noel V. Marte, Enrique Jimenez, and Bryce Matthews. Riley Green, Jordan Westberg, Austin Wells, Marco Luciano, and Johan Rojas. Zach Geloff, Colton Cowser, Heston Kierstead, Kodai Senga, Gunnar Henderson. Love that Gunnar picture.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready to I don't know if I should say if he's going to take off or he's ready for the sweet escape. Banger of a walk-up song.
Oh, of course. Hell of a player, too.
And we got another gunner in here. Jordan Westberg, Austin Wells, Zach Geloff, Kodai Senga, and Gunnar Henderson. Also, to have a name like Gunnar.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hard to beat that one.
I feel like you have to hit bombs if you want to live up to that one.
Or you could be a good catcher, I guess.
Yeah.
Colton Cowser, Heston Kierstead, Austin Wells, Adley Rutschman, Abimelech Ortiz. Just Orioles galore. Dylan Cruz, Francisco Alvarez, Marco Luciano, Aiden Smith, Felix Morabel. Josh Young, Anderson, Matt Shaw, Ronnie Mauricio, Kyle Teal, Ben Williamson. Alexander Canario, Masataka Yoshida. We got the prospect power-up, James Wood. Roderick Arias, Aaron Judge. Let's start stacking. No stack here. Bryce Harper, Riley Green, Marco Luciano, back to back, and Johan Rojas. Jung Hoo Lee, Alexander Canario. There's the prospect power up for Roman Anthony, Yohandy Morales, Lazaro Montes. Masataka Yoshida, Bryce Harper, Evan Carter, the Rookie of the Year favorites. We got a Roderick Arias, Aaron Judge. Or Arson Judge, as he lived on for moments.
San Fran Giants legend right there.
Matt Shaw, Spencer Jones. There's the prospect power-up for Matt Shaw. Kyle Teal, Ben Williamson. Justin Crawford, Junior Campanero, Nolan Shanuel, Carson Weisenhunt, Drew Jones. Juan Soto, Noel V. Marte, Jordan Lawler, Luis Matos, Quinn Priester. Nick Gonzalez, Jackson Churio, Noel V. Marte, Christian Encarnacion Strand, and Ronald Acuna Jr. I believe number 6 is scheduled for, I believe it was today.
Taking a look right now.
I thought it was. I remember talking about it yesterday. We got Evan Carter.
Serie A Select Break 6 is going to take place at 5:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on the 27th.
It's going to be on Thursday there for you, Dylan. Jason Dominguez, Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and Jacob Burke. Tyler Soderstrom, Jordan Walker, Rookie of the Year favorites Jason Dominguez, Mookie Betts, Sedeni Rafaela. Sebastian Walcott, no problem, Dylan. Good luck on that break. We got Robert Calles and Enrique Jimenez. That is a 180 of 199 for Enrique Jimenez. Yes, Canada. Was it Chile? Why did they beat Peru? Maybe not. Christian Encarnacion Strand, Jared Dickey.
I think they beat Peru. Don't they play Chile next?
They play Chile next. That's like, get the big win. I see what you're going for there, Dylan. We got Yoelin Cespedes, Brock Wilkin, Jordan Lawler, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Douglas Glad.
Yeah, next game on Saturday. Big one against Chile.
It's interesting to see what that Canadian team can do. A couple good showings so far. Josh Young, Arjun Amala. Here's a Kyle Teal with the 33 of 75. Kyle Teal. Nice one there for the Teal spot. No Teal there. Just Kyle. Mookie Betts to Denny Rafaela. I'm just firing off that joke.
Oh, yeah. Feel like I got to play a game of catch with you after.
Maybe. Only if you eat your vegetables.
Yeah, of course.
That's just any pun that I could come up with. I guess it's just jumped into my head. Antonio Anderson. Here we got an auto for Eric Betonti. 127 of 150.
You got it.
That looks like a close enough face.
Betonti.
Sedeni Rafaela, Everson Pereira, George Lombard Jr. Nice numbered auto there. Max Clark, Brando Maella. Here's the prospect power-up there for Drew Jones. Jose Rodriguez, Felman Celestin. Pete Crow Armstrong, Sal Frelick. There's Pete Crow Armstrong with the Rookie of the Year favorites, Xavier Isaac and Miles Naylor. Just a few packs to go. See, I feel like we got one more. We got one more in us.
I think so. Let's see it.
Julio Rodriguez, Andy Rodriguez. There's a prospect power-up for Roman Anthony. That is a 143 of 250 there for Roman Anthony. Nice hit there.
Told you.
We had one more. Maybe we got one more. Let's get greedy. Luis Baez, Anthony Volpe. We got a George Welko, an auto here for Dylan Head. There we go, Dylan Head auto. We get greedy. And I guess today we get rewarded. A Dylan Head auto there. And we got Curtis Mead, Mason Wynn, and Bobby Witt Jr. Just I'll take a second.
Of course.
I'll take a second to enjoy. It's almost like a, I was gonna say moment of silence, but it's in a happy way.
Yes. Take a moment to admire.
Admire, acknowledge, question. How his hair looks that good. All right, last pack. We've got Ethan Salas, Jose DePaula. There's Samuel Zavala there with the prospect power-up. Ellie De La Cruz and Ronnie Mauricio to finish off the break. Let's do our recap. We got a Roman Anthony here, a 143 of 250. Kyle Teal, the 33 of 75 Kyle Teal. And Enrique Jimenez, 180 of 199. Jose DePaula, 99 of 125. There is James Wood, 134 of 250. Spencer Jones, 259 of 299. Bryce Harper, 10 of 150. Autos here, we got a Dylan Head. We got Eric Betonti, a 127 of 150 with the auto. And Luke Keishel there with the auto to wrap us up there. And with that, wraps us up for the 2024 Bowman Baseball Mega. This was break number 22 here on June 26th. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you for the chat. getting us going. We're going to see you for later breaks, including the Bowman Mega that's going on a few minutes after we're done here. We will see you then. If not, take care.